Beautiful nutting stones that I found in North Carolina in the East Bend. Look at those, all those nutting stones. So I love that one here. That's probably one of my favorite ones, and this one here. Actually, I gave that grinding stone to my mother, and it came with that piece. And to find that, and find those not about a few feet from each other, that's awesome. Awesome to find something like that with that nutting stone. Yeah, so I got the hammers, and here's another one of my favorites here, and that's a pretty cool one too. I love these nutting stones. And a little grinding stone. Possibly, I think that could be a grinding stone, but I'm not quite sure. But it's got that deep well to it. That was pretty cool. Look at this one here. I thought this was cool also. Look at it, kind of looks like a bird too. Look at that. Got a beak. Yeah, you look at some of your nutting stones. It's got characters in it too. You see how everything to it. Sometimes you're gonna find markings also. It's pretty cool. Polished, shines up like a bird. And you can see 1, 2, 3 on that one. So yeah, and let's look at this guy right here. You can see the work. See the markings in it. Flip it over. Look at that. Try not to drop this thing. Don't want to drop it. Look at that. And it's got that work in it also. You can see right there on that side. And on the bottom. Yeah, this was pulled out of one of my creek sites when I was working in my stone artworks. It's really cool. Look at it. Look, it's got a face. See the face right there. Then you flip it over. Pretty cool. But look at that center. That is so wow. It's one of my favorites. And of course, I got another one. Of course, sometimes you'll find like animals or something like that. See, here's another one I found. You see the work in it. You flip it over. Sometimes you'll see, they always do sometimes for characters. And they like to hide. See, that's the work right there. Look at that. And you look at it from like that point. I'm trying to turn it around a little bit there too. And look at that. It's pretty wild, huh? But anyway, that's another one of my nutting stones. Yeah, sometimes your nutting stones will have markings in them. See? I thought that was pretty cool. It's all been beat up a little bit, but it's all good because it's still there. Here's another one. Like I said, see that big cup right there? Possibly using this for grindings. And finding a grinding stones be perfect. Look at that. See? You just sit there, just turn it right inside. Fits perfect in that pocket. Yeah, that's pretty cool there too. And your hammer stones. That's cool what they did. Here's one of my other earlier pieces. Yeah, I had more of these guys, but like I said, I pretty well donated a bunch of them up. So I brought some of my nutting stones from North Carolina back to Illinois, where I reside at. But anyway, these are nutting stones. You're finding nutting stones, you're finding war clubs, axes, you name it. See, look at that pocket. That's one of my other favorite kind of pieces. It's in the back, you see. You can lay it flat and lay it leveled. You can see the work on this piece. And it's all solid. I mean, you really had to pound hard just to take fragments off of this thing, but they knew what they were doing when they created this thing. Because like I said, these nutting stones are pretty cool. See, this lays flat right there in that little spot in that hole. Now, I love this piece, so going to think that one right there. I'm going to set it flat like that. You can take a hammerstone like this, whack a nut, bing, bam, boom. Well, I do have a nut, actually, people. And you're familiar with the black walnuts. Here's a prehistoric one. Watch this. Put it right there. Slap it. See, that's pretty cool, huh? And take it and smack. See? You can lay your black walnut like that. Smash the top. Get that right there. There's your meat right inside. There you go. You gotta realize this is a prehistoric black walnut. But anyway, there's your nuts inside. Sometimes you feel like one, huh? But anyway, this is what I wanted to show you. Oh yeah, excuse me. The pestle. See? Check that pestle out. You can hold it just like that. Go into your stone here. You can turn it and grind it. And work it. I just wanted to show you this. You see the work right there. Right shape. But anyway, that's the one I got there. I just wanted to show you all that I have pestles, nutting stone, hammer stones, to pound nuts from the stone. And so you can put it on that one, crush. You might be able to work something in that stone. Of course, you got the nutting stone there also. But I think those are pretty well good one. Here's another nutting. See? There you go. Take it and smash. But anyway, that's what I wanted to show you, and some of those other artifacts that I found. And that they not all are just looking like nutting stones, but they all have, sometimes they have a special thing about them, artwork hidden, or they could be in front, you know, like recognizable, like something like that, possibly a bison, a bird. Yeah, pretty cool. And faces. Sometimes you will find them with faces also. See? You just have to. And it's not about imagining. People, Native Americans, did carve faces in stone artworks and characters. You know, gotta have they have characters. Keep turning it. You know, see. So you just want to let you know that you just got to keep looking at some of these artworks that you find. It's not about, because these imaginary images that people see, they do exist in some of these artworks that people have carved in stones that are hidden, but they reveal themselves. See, look. You see the artwork. You see what these people did long years ago. You know, people were not stupid back then. They knew exactly what they were seeing in the images that they were seeing. See, sometimes even put their TPs in some of your stones, you know. Especially, you know, most of the ones I find, I have found map stones. Don't get me wrong, but this is just some of the stuff that I have found. I believe this is an archaic period. That would probably be time of the Ice Age, the second Ice Age. You know, just like some of these artworks that I brought here. Yeah, there's some really cool ones in here. Just have to look. See if you get on your hands and knees, now you start seeing lines and you see the object. But the farther you go, you can't see them. See, you can see some of the artwork, some of the lines in it. You know, I am a collector of these things. There's a lot of experts that study these guys like I have. And there's other people. You know, we all know what these are. You know, these are portable artworks right here because you can actually work the tool. And you look, it's all covered. And like I said, when these are all deep, you can see the depth in these. This is telling you that these are hand and not done by any machinery. Machinery can't do this. There's no way they can. The lines are not even close together. They're like, some of these are real close together, like some are not. That's not done by plow people. Plows can't do this either. See, they're all going by different directions, and they're forming an object. You see something. See, look at that. Kind of like a snake's head right there. Yeah, and everything that I find kind of resembles a snake or a person or some sort of animal. There, see, like something like that too. Pretty cool. Then you flip it over. See, you start seeing more objects. Shaped like a bird, huh? Pretty cool. That's awesome to see something like that. You still see a snake. Yes, and like I said, these objects are really fascinating. See something like that too. Now I got smaller ones too. See, look at this. See? You see more. This is probably going to be an earlier one than the ones that I found, because look how old it is. It's showing a lot of age because of time has really wore it down some over periods and periods. And this is not done by natural. This is done by hands. Hands created this. And then I got more pieces. See, look at this big giant one right there. Look at the work. It's all down here at the bottom. You can tell that's not done by tools of any modern, but done by ancient tool working. Oh, you're gonna go in here because you see That right there is a weapon, hand carved. You're talking about hand carved tools and artworks. See, look at the artwork in that. Yeah, I still brought a lot of them. I brought a lot of these here. These are not all of them. I have more and more and more of them. See, look, see. You gotta get it up there. See, flip it over. Look at that. The work. Yeah, that plow cannot do this. See, there's no way a plow can do that. And keep flipping the rock over and still create more lines going all the way around it. I've been at these works for so long, studied them, and I'm telling you, where you all go, if you look in certain stone areas, you might find stones, big giant stones with lines in it. Go looking in there. Trust me. That's how I found two of my sites that were fully loaded with artifacts because they were tooling tools. I mean, the widths are all different sizes and different tools they used. Your widths are going to show axes. All different types of lines indicate different tools that they were using. As far as your axes, other tools, arrowheads, spear points. See, look. See, different types of tools were being used and being manufactured. See, something like that with maybe an axe head would carve that, like this size. See, something like that with the edge work to get into the line. If you look, about fits right and to cross in. That was done by stone tools. We're going to go into another tool since you had one out here with that. How about a tool like this? Get into the smaller line right there. See? I already know the lines, what they're using. I studied it. See? They can get perfect in the grooves. Get into the grooves. I mean, that's the size that they're using. Now, your needle points and stuff like that, they would have to go to a smaller lines. See? Look at it. See the different widths? See? Yeah. This is one of my favorite pieces. I think this has got some good art. Tells you right there what type of arrowheads they're using. And of course, if you're doing a good arrowhead in that, they would probably sharpen it. Perhaps like using a tool like this. Scraper. Pretty cool looking. See? Doesn't have that fluorescent light through it, but you know, it's still a pretty cool piece. Because they were using this as a tool. And the work in that. It's one of my other pieces that I found in the creek. But yeah, but I would go ahead, if you ever go into that kinds of areas, take a look what you're looking for. See? You see it's been worked right there. It's tooling fingerprints. So you can hold it, you know, and work, you know, and do their lines, make it sharper. And of course, lines have faded over periods of time, but it does happen. But, you know, where I was finding these guys, they were being damaged by other people, just bashing stones against them and everything, and finding that site and preserving what I brought home. I can't complain. Look at the work in that. All done by tools. Tools created that. Look at that. Now we're seeing the face and objects. Yeah, like I said, plows cannot do this. It's done by hands. Of course, we're going to get into some really good objects. Look at this one. See I don't think they would use this nutting stone. I mean, it's too perfect and beautiful to be one. I mean, look at that shape and the work. And little duster. Man, this is one of my favorites. And look at the design. See the design in it. That's not plow. Like I said, it cannot do this. And it was done by hands, tooling into the stone, making card artworks. You see, they all have different things about them. See the lines? Look at that. They knew what they were doing when they made this.
This is the contract. Read it carefully.
And sometimes these artworks can have a secondary line inside the line, which means that they were tooling very fast. Pottery shards, as big as, these are huge. Look at them. See, these are my huge pieces. See? Hands made that also. You know, that's the reason why I created the group that I created, because the people to understand that human hands were making tools, they're creating everything. You know, it's not just all about arrowheads and everything else and what people were doing. But, you know, they were doing a lot of other things besides that. Making artworks. See? And people don't understand that Native American people made artworks. And so I just want to tell you that. Like I said, these all have a story to tell. See, here's this other one that I found too. Check it out. You're talking about designs. This was done by human hands. That's another one of my favorite pieces too. So I just want to let you know that. I hope you like what I'm showing you all, because this is why I created the group that I'm in. See, look at that. Bison. If you look, you see a person on a boat. Check that out. Little pocket there. I think it's one of the pieces, and if you look, you see, start seeing different forms. And then, see, kind of looks like a bear. Yeah, that was another one of my pieces that I found. Yeah, you have to understand, to come to my place, it's almost like a museum, you're walking through history here. Yeah, because I have so many things to look at. Yes, a bone. Kind of look like a cat. And then, see, there's a face. See it better. Yeah. That dates back to the mound period. People were doing mounds. Of course, you are going to find something like this. Pottery piece, a pendant. Yep, that is a pendant. If you look, see, it's a rim shard. That's what's so interesting about that piece. They made a rim shirt out and it hang up like that. I will not wear it, but I'm always careful with it. It's in a safe place. A little more stone artworks here. Don't worry about the ashtray with the cigarette butt. See, there's another one of my favorites too. Some of the ones that I've showed in my groups. And then we're going down to in here. Here's more of my collection. All the people that you ain't seen nothing. Yeah, I got more at my sister's place. I'm trying to make room to get here. See, that's cool too. And I also got some more in that box, in my little bin. See, here's more. I put my nutting stone in that area. Oh yeah, talking about corn pottery. Check that out. See, and I want to show you something here. That right there. Stamp it. That's what made. That's what created that. Pretty cool. Fine. And then we go to your naturals too. But anyway, let's get to more some of the artwork. See, here's another artwork. That was not done by Plow. Plow can't create this either. And if you look, kind of like a person. And then you should turn it around up like that. Pretty cool, huh? Kind of like a bird shape. Another animal shape. Like that. Fossils. You know, fossils, natural fossils do make artwork. See, that's their natural artwork. That's the creation of the generations of time. See, you got sea biscuits. So here's some more of my artwork there too that I found. Here's a couple more pieces. You know, I got fossils all over in here, and that's from the naturals. Petrified wood. Anyway, people, I just wanted to show you what I got. Of course, you got your arrowheads in here too. You know, different kinds of stuff and artworks. Well, I'm going to start shooting you off with one more artwork. And this is it. You know, they have them like that. Well, this is what I want to show you on Facebook. Show you on YouTube. I hope you enjoy this video.